Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Mind Your Soul. And today we are talking about the neuroscience of finding peace amid chaos. And we have Ryan with us today, who does storytelling with visuals. And we connected on LinkedIn. And Ryan, I'll just give the word to you so you can introduce yourself properly to our listeners. So, welcome.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ryan, and I've been overwhelmed since 1 year through LinkedIn feeds, and now I'm noticing there's a growth over there. It all started with a click, and it was chaotic at first. Then, once I start to post and engage with my community, things start to show up in a better way. Now the focus is all about niching down from being talking about too many subjects, and I niche down into one subject to get the real people and to get my real target audience. They are all coaches. I used to talk to everyone. Now I'm talking to one specific niche.
Okay. So, as the title is about chaos today, you figured out that it's better to be specific because you cannot never reach out to the majority of people because we're all very different. So what made you like change this around? You said it was chaotic to post at first, but now you feel comfortable or is going well, or like what does it mean to change those things around, like the chaos? As an entrepreneur, we're always changing and evolving, but what does it mean to change something chaotic into something that is working for us? What does it mean for you?
For me, it means more clarity. It will
Mm-hmm,
give you more momentum to
mm-hmm,
complete and continue within my journey
mm-hmm.
because you have to accumulate the whole years of being chaotic into something that works well for you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
100%.
you can't just be a dancer and do it and get money from it unless you go through it. So the thing
You have
is
to
we have to
practice.
go through it and start narrowing it until we get the result that we want.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. So, using your business experience, I would say going back to chaos again in life, as it is a mental health podcast, I would say that chronic stress with chaos, sometimes we live on autopilot. Subconsciously, we have so much stress in our life and we don't realize it. Our cortisol levels are up. It impairs our decision making, impairing with our prefrontal cortex, which is located here in the brain, makes us not regulated, makes us dysregulated and not having the emotional regulation, which means it's always affecting us without us being aware of it. Like that's what chaos does to you, and you can live in chaos without realizing you're living in chaos. Many
Exactly.
people do that until something happens and they're like, whoa, like they either have burnout or I don't know, they lose someone and then they realize I cannot live like this anymore. I have to change something around, and narrowing it down, I think is a key word here. Like you said, you have to change something around. Either it's your focus, your environment, the people you're consuming your energy with, whatever it is, you have to do something differently. So, Ryan, you said you narrowed it down, and how's it going now for you?
It feels better actually after being into too many pivotal life issues. You
Mm-hmm,
know, like
mm-hmm,
before I was trying to apply for jobs, but I found out that I'm not the real character for that. You know, like being in a job, sitting on a desk and trying to finish tasks fast with the pressure. Like for my mental health, it's not a great thing to do. That was what I noticed before coming out to this journey and consider it
mm-hmm.
mine. because you try a lot of things before you get into something in life. And
100%.
the narrowing, it helps me to focus, and also writing helps me out into this journey.
Yes, I always say to my clients, journal, and they always have a resistance. Why would it help me write it down? And I'm like, because you get a release from your brain by writing it down. And also because it doesn't clutter up in your mind. Then it gets down on paper and it's a release exercise. And when your brain is very visual, the brain is visual, you work with visuals. So when we see it, written it down, even when it's words, we actually believe it. Okay. That's why I say to my clients, make vision boards. Have a vision board with your goals and make a plan towards it so you can reach it. But you have to journal every day. And I make them journal, force journaling in my session. I make them journal every time they're with me. Then we are journaling, all of us, because you have all the answers within you. And it's my job to get it out of you as a coach. So, yeah, it's
That
powerful.
that's a great thing to be mentioned, by the way, about journaling, because once we journal it, we are recording to our submind that we are going to
Yes.
do it,
Yes.
and it will become automatic the other day. So every day you have something in you, a new thought to be written down, so you can make the best of your day.
Yes. And I have different journal for different things. Like I have my to-do list, which is my work schedule, but I also write things down like laundry, cooking, picking up my son, all those things on my to-do list because it's my day when I'm doing. And I love when I just get to tick it off. That's my to-do list. But then I have my how am I feeling today? My emotional book. How am I feeling today? And I'm writing one win of the day because it strengthens our neural pathways for positivity. Okay, every time I write one win of the day, it could be I finally took out a moment to eat my food, just eating my food, not working while I'm doing or on my phone or doing something else, but actually being present with my food. That's something I'm teaching myself to have mindful eating. I only do it in Ramadan, and that's like ridiculous because I should be doing this every day. And then you actually get to be more full, and I get to be more present. So I'm teaching myself this, and every time I do it, it feels so rewarding, and I feel so much more calm. Like the small
Exactly.
hacks, right? What is your hack, Ryan? Share with us.
My hack, actually, also living in the present moment, like watching
Hmm.
my feeling, and then I could write down about what I feel. It's not something bad to do. Actually, you have to know how you feel and to know which thought runs this feeling and trigger it, and where it comes from, so you can analyze and write down everything, so you can know and be aware, to in order to live in the present moment, because our time is passing and we are not making anything out of it. Sometimes you just stay at home, which is not bad to recharge,
I am at
but
home as we speak. My home
yeah.
office. Yes.
Exactly, like you have to do this space that which is related to you. It's not chaotic. It's your home to stay and feel yourself. That's my point, and that's what I'm doing actually.
Yep.
And once you are feeling comfortable in your present moment, there you can find the flow of creation.
It's so true. And even when
That's
we are bored, we're not doing anything. Especially in nature. I feel like when I'm in nature, I promote the neuro walks a lot, which means that you have to be in nature for 10 to 15 minutes in something
exactly.
naturey to calm down your nervous system and to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. And in order to be that, you should numbing yourself with a podcast or talking on the phone, but actually being present, grounded in your surroundings, paying attention to where you're walking. Because people don't even look at roads today. Everything is like, I'm just going to put it in maps. Like people are not paying attention to anything today. It's like living on autopilot. But when you're actually present, you calm yourself down so, so much. And everybody can do that. Almost everybody. I know some people live in suburban area and they have asked me questions. How can I go for my walk? And I say, well, make the best out of the situation that you're in. Getting some fresh air and always beneficial for you. And then you get your steps up and you feel lighter. You have more
Ex-
energized. So what do
exactly.
you do, Ryan? What do you do as a healthy habit that you have amongst journaling? What do you do to manage the chaos in your life?
All right, all right. For me, dancing is a therapy. I consider it a
I love
therapy
it.
because I've been dancing since young ages, and it means a lot to me to get out this kind of stuck energy from your nervous system and release it. And
Hmm.
once you release, you feel at ease with yourself, and you become one with who you are, and that's it. First out dancing, then gym, like pushing and lifting weights. It will release my endorphin. It will release these stuck chemicals, so everything will
Yeah,
be like a circuit in my mind, and everything will flow out. Mind
true.
body connection, that's
Yes,
the key for consistency and to overcome any kind of obstacles. These are some of my healthy habits and healthy routine that I'm doing right now.
that's really, really good. Like very healthy. And I always say to people, when you feel anxious, like always try to change your situation, like shake it off, dance, go for a walk, go running, go to the
Exactly.
gym, because it actually helps. Always, it helps you. Even, I'm not saying the problem will go away. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it will increase your, not increase like the endorphins, like you said, in your brain, which means less cortisol levels will go down. That's what it means. It doesn't mean the problem is going away. No, it's not disappearing. You still have to face it. Yeah,
Don't
but it
escape
becomes
from it as well.
exactly, but it becomes less overwhelming and you become more resilient. Just like we build our muscles, we also build muscles in the brain. So,
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah, and they always working together. So, so since
Coherence.
this, yeah, coherence. So since this topic is about finding, like, we all have chaos in our lives, otherwise we wouldn't acknowledge the peace we have, and then we strive for more peace. For me, is doing less, as I do a lot on a day-to-day basis. And even when saying it, I'm doing a lot today, a lot, and I'm trying to change things around because I don't believe in grinding 12, 15 hours a day, but I used to do that. I'm still doing that as I'm in a transitioning phase, but I don't want to do it anymore. It's not benefiting my mental health, and I am in the mental health sector helping other people to become their best version, and I'm doing a lot of things for myself as well. um, but even when I'm doing all of that, I realize now that, oh, I think we lost our guest. But even when doing that, I realized that it cannot continue like this. The grinding is fine in the beginning when you start your business. And even when I am a new business owner, I'm not new in my knowledge and I'm already established. So it's about listening to the cues of your body and your mind and trying to change things around because we are constantly living in change and we are constantly evolving. And that's what matters, that you pay attention to what your body is saying to you when you feel like life is hitting you face and it's very, very chaotic. You have the choice to change it around because you are capable. Everything is within your mind. I think we lost Ryan. He might join us maybe. I asked him to come on today because he does all this storytelling with visual because your brain is visual. And it's always about changing and adapting and listening to the body cues. With that said, I'll thank you, and this will be streamlined. He will be tagged, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, you guys.